Okay, now I'm going to show you a stretching that we can do on the bed to stretch the back of the leg and a bit of the thigh. See, I've been showing people this type of stretching. See, but when you cannot do this one like this and both sides like this, many people cannot because this leg is too far to the front and this one doesn't want to go down. So here's how you're going to do it. You're going to lay down on your bed and diagonal. See, this leg is already down. My sitting bone is on the table. It will be on your bed. You would go diagonal. So your upper body is more in the bed. So if you're too much on the edge, you're going to roll off the bed. You don't want that. What do you do after that? You grab a belt. See, I could use the belt I have here and do the same thing as I do with this strap. And I put it right in the middle of my foot. See where it is? And I'm gonna go back like this. But since I am in diagonal here, my upper body doesn't roll off the bed. So I leave this leg down. So what I'm doing after, I have a strap here. I could use my belt. See, I do this. You don't have a strap, no excuse. You take a belt and you do this right in the middle of the foot. I'm using the strap, doing the exact same thing. Some client of mine, what they use is old ties that the grandfather or your father or your husband doesn't use. You can use that, and then you grab the strap like this. You can roll your hand around it, and you leave this leg down. So for many people, just bringing the leg down and bending the knee, trying to bring the foot under the table, and you're pulling with both hands on the strap, and you breathe. So you try to make a little effort to push the lower leg down and a little effort to pull with your arms, both arms ideally, and you pull. So now you're gonna get a stretch here and you're gonna get the stretch here, and that is very good. If you're older, if you're less flexible, if you're a bit overweight, that is a good way to do it. And you hold for about 45 seconds, not too much because you don't want to get your arms tired. I'm going to do it to the opposite angle so you see both ways. So again, if you don't have a strap like this, that's a yoga strap. You use a belt, an old tie, and you make a sliding knot. It doesn't need to be tight around your foot. It's about, let's say, a bit higher than half the foot. You don't want to have it to the toes because then you're gonna want to tiptoe like this, which is not good. So my body is in diagonal. My right buttock is on the edge, but not too much. So the sitting bone is right on the table. If your bed mattress is soft, go more inside because your leg going down will crush the edge of the mattress, which is no big deal. So, and then you go down, you leave this leg down, you try to push it lower. See what I do with my strap? I'm gonna do this and then around my hand, and it's gonna be less demanding. If you wanna put a pillow for your head, see, like now I have a cushion. So I put the cushion like this, so my head doesn't go fully down, that's okay. But I'm not suspended like this. This is no good. But if I'm like this, I'm fine. So I try to concentrate to leave this leg as low as I can to get stretch here. If I lift too much here, this leg will come too high. I will not get the stretch here. So I try to leave it down, and my arms would go both hands like this. And I go for about 40 seconds, 45 seconds at the most. I prefer to do it a few times, both sides. so I don't get my hands and arms too tired. You see my elbows are straight. So if I grab my strap too low, I would have to use a lot of strength here and build tensions in my neck. I try to go as high as I can, as close to the foot as I can, and I do like this. So I kind of lock my elbows where I can hold it. Now you would get stretching sensation of stretch behind the leg, and you push this foot down. Like now I'm putting my foot down. That's why my upper leg is going down too, because the goal is more the stretch to this part than the stretch to this part. Because if I want to have the stretch to this part, I'm going to show you how to do it. For now, of course, I get some stretching, which is good, but try to focus on this part, this side. Then, if I go down and I put my foot on the bed, then I could go the opposite way. I mean, straight. All of my body is on top of the bed. And if I want to stretch this one now, without considering this one, what I do is this. See, now I can go very straight. Now what I do, my knee is bent a bit, try to contract, go less than as far, contract the quad to keep the knee as straight as possible, and then stretch a bit. I mean, pull a bit more on the, see now again, my elbows are not very contracted, very bent. My elbows are almost straight. If I want to, I could also, let me show you something. If it's easier, make this a bit wider, a bit bigger, the hole of your strap. Right now, I'm just holding, see, I'm just holding the strap in the same place where my foot is. So I'm just getting a grip on the strap, and I already have some stretch here because I'm flexible. But if you were less flexible, you go like this, both hands, you kind of climb the rope until your both elbows are straight and you can hold there. This one stays on the table. You see my knee is not like this. This is no good. You want to have the whole leg on the bed and go like this and force it up a bit. Bring some intensity to, the more intensity you bring to the stretching, the stretches, less long you need to be doing that, right? Because if I bring good intensity, like now I feel a stretching, I could hold only 20 seconds, that would be enough, but then I would be left, right a few times. From the other side, I put the strap right there. My right leg is flat on the bed. I'm grabbing this and I pull. I do belly breathing. If I can grab the strap higher, I grab it higher. Always better to do it more intense, less long each time you do it. It's less energy demand, you're saving time. So let's say I did 20 seconds, then I would do the right again, and then the left, and then the right again. And that would be it. All right, this will help you for your hips, your knees, sacroiliac, sciatica, all the pains of the hip bones, and low back as well, if you have a lot of tensions in the hamstrings. All right, thanks for sharing, thumbs up, subscribe. I'll talk to you soon. Take care.